Back to Birmingham for the Bluebirds, this time for the League 3 national finals. Cardiff were drawn against Huddersfield Town, Crystal Palace and Portsmouth in Group 4. Up against Huddersfield first for City, and Gully got the side off to a good start by tapping in here. A neat 1-2 between Lee Price and Nathan Gully set Price up nicely to score Cardiff's second, albeit a poor effort from the Huddersfield keeper. Price again for Cardiff's third. Whilst a fourth came for City courtesy of Harrison Perry's and this backheeled finish. Dan Williams added to the goal tally with a nice shot through the Huddersfield defence. Then it was over to Clayton Farah for a sixth, which rounded the game off nicely for Cardiff, keeping a clean sheet in the process. Game 2 drew City against Portsmouth, and again Cardiff were first to get off the mark, Alex Davis taking the score to 1-0. Jack Henry steering in a deflected shot to net a second. Henry was again responsible for Cardiff's third. And then Perry's once again turning in Cardiff's fourth goal to end the game at 4-0. It was a great start for the Bluebirds, up in the double figures goal-wise from just 2 games and yet to concede. And so on to Crystal Palace for the final group game. The Eagles broke City's impeccable record so far and opened the scoring with this goal from a tight angle. Lee Price then pulled back to tie at 1-1. But Palace again went out in front to get a second. And then a third after City were intercepted in their own half. Price did well here to get one back, chasing down the Palace keeper, intercepting and firing past him to make it 3-2. 3-3 as Jack Henry then tied the scores for the second time. But with just 2 minutes to play, Palace regained their lead. And then extended it as Cardiff keeper Michael Baker took his chances in leaving his goal wide open for Palace to score a fifth and end the game at 5-3. So Cardiff qualified through the group stages and were up against Sheffield United in the quarter-finals. It only took Cardiff 1 minute to take the lead, this one coming from Clayton Farah. Sheffield took full advantage of this close-range free kick to pull back to 1 apiece, on which the game ended. And so it was on to penalties, the Blades winning the toss and stepping up first. At 3-3, Sheffield gifted Cardiff the opportunity to progress into the semis when this happened. So it was down to Lee Price to clean up for the Bluebirds. Into the semi-finals then, and it's up against Bristol City for Cardiff. Clayton Farah firing in a first with this strike. And then came a second through Nathan Gully. Connor Morris then getting in on the action, poking the ball past the keeper to make it 3-0. On the final whistle, then Cardiff City secured their spot in the final. And it was a final against Scunthorpe United, whose route there saw them gain victories over Derby County in the quarters and Palace in the semi-finals. great reactions from Cardiff stopper Michael Baker, who denied Scunthorpe the first chance to take the lead. But Zach Meadows for the Iron did get past Baker and made it 1-0. The Bluebirds called for a timeout as they looked to get back into the game, but it was Scunthorpe who got the next goal through Oliver Burton, finding the bottom left corner. Dan Thomas for Cardiff managed to pull one back to take it to 2-1. Another save from Baker stopped Scunthorpe from furthering their lead. But time did run out for Cardiff City, falling at the final hurdle. A 2-1 defeat to Scunthorpe saw them follow suit of Cardiff's B team in finishing runners-up of the League 3 National Finals.